YouTube? It's your boy Temp here, bringing an incredible video for you guys today. So for today's video, I wanted to do a really cool ultra budget, like super ultra budget gaming PC with all brand new parts. So today's video is going to show you guys how to actually make a $300 ultra budget PC that's going to be able to play most, if not all, the games you're looking to play at a really affordable price. So just keep in mind, all the parts you're using are going to be brand new parts. They're not going to be any used parts. I'm not buying parts off of eBay, which would actually make for really cool videos. So I think in the future we're going to be doing some of those and see what we can get our hands on. But for today's video, we're going to feature an ultra budget $300 gaming PC to be able to play some of the really cool games that everybody's playing right now. You know, play some Fortnite, maybe play some Black Ops, play some, CSGOs, and Overwatch and Apex Legends and a bunch of other games that some of you guys are playing out there. I don't think we're going to be able to play like maybe Witcher 3 or like Tomb Raiders at really ultra high settings, or for sure not ultra high settings, because that's going to require maybe some dedicated graphics cards at that point. But for today's video, I'm going to go over some of the parts we're going to use and just get right into it. So I've done a video before with the Ryzen 3 2200G, which we're going to be using it in today's video. It's a really neat processor. I like it. I got this actually on sale for, I think it was 80 bucks, so I picked it up. But I mean, you can't really go wrong. You know, it's a 4-core, 4-thread processor. It's really cool. I've used them. I've built a ton of PCs with these, but I wanted to build it and just try it out with the APU, right? Which is, it's an integrated card within the processor, but it's a lot better than some of those old, original AMD processors that were APUs that were just really bad, right? These are actually pretty good. You get a base boost of 3.5 and a 3.7, max boost, which is really nice. And another really neat feature, which I've talked about in a lot of videos in the past, it's unlocked, so we can actually overclock it with 6 megabyte cache. We should be really good to go. And again, before you have to have a dedicated graphics card, for a lot of the games you do. And again, we're at a $300 budget bill right now. If you wanted to pick up maybe an RX 560, you can get them right now on sale for 99 bucks, which is a pretty good deal. You want to step it up to an RX 570, 4 gigabyte, you can do that too. They're $129. So you could relatively have build a $300 PC, and in the future you wanted to add a dedicated graphics card, just pick up one of those really nice cards if you want, for 100, anywhere from 100 to 130 bucks. But that's the route we're going today. I'm actually putting 8 gigs I'm putting 8 gigs DDR4, obviously RAM, and it's 2666. I picked these up for $44. I actually saw on Newegg too that RipJogs has two 8 gigs, 2 4 gig sticks as well for $44 too. So it's your choice. You can go with the Viper, or you can go with 2444 from RipJaws for the same exact price. Pick your poison at that point. They're both going to be really good. For the motherboard, I went ultra budget. However, I was pretty pleased with what I bought. I went with the Gigabyte B450M, the S3H. It actually comes, if you look here, before I talk about it, I actually picked this thing up for $48, which was crazy. It's a B450. But if you see here, it is AMD Ryzen 2000 ready. Obviously VR ready. It's going to be a budget motherboard, but it is a B450M, and we're going to be able to overclock the processor. We're going to be able to overclock it. So I definitely picked this one up. It's going to be, again, $48. You can't go wrong. They're normally about 55, 58, 60 bucks. Sometimes they jump up there, but I picked this one up for 48 bucks. And I've used them in the past, the 350s. So when I saw that those were B450M, I got super excited, and I picked this one up for $48. Also, for the power supply, I went with the handy dandy EVGA 450 bronze certified. The only problem is that I have a feeling. So I've been picking these up for the last 2 months for like 38 bucks, right? And I bought this one for $38 too. However, I think since I bought so many of them, I've been buying them on Amazon. I mean, so many. You guys won't even believe me. I tell you how many I bought in the last couple months. They actually jacked the price up to like $54, right? And I think it's because they're, maybe all the purchases I made. I don't know. I'm gonna blame it on me. I'm just saying. Probably not, or just all the people we sent over there and everybody else, right? Anyways, 450 watt, 80 plus bronze certified, and that's all you really need. Even if you stuck a 1050, a 1050 Ti, an RX 570, an RX 560, 450 watts is going to be sufficient enough, right? If you're going to go past that in the 1060s, 1070s, then we're already on the wrong computer as it is. You're not going to want to plug that in with a Ryzen 3 2200G. Maybe 1060, but not 1070. You want any bottleneck issues, right? But I really want to push with this processor. I want to go past the 1050 Ti, maybe a 1060, depending on the revamp. I don't know. But when you start getting into those higher 1070s, you know, you really want to go better processors at that point. Another really neat thing, and I'm sorry, yes, I picked this up for $38. So the case, I actually went with the Roswell. I'll open it up. You guys will see it has a side panel on it. Pretty cool. Picked this thing up for $20 off a Newegg. And 1 terabyte WD hard drive. Last but not least, all this actually includes a pretty cool gaming keyboard and mouse. Get some LED lights on it. Double color injection. Legit, that's what it says here. Legit colorful breathing lights. I don't know about all that. I've never used these before. I have bought from this company in the past, and it was pretty cool. It worked out, so I saw this one and I bought it too. But we'll plug it in and we'll try it out. You know, I needed an extra keyboard and mouse anyway, so I picked this one up. But guys, I'm gonna go straight into the build itself, and we're gonna benchmark a few games. So I'm not gonna do any video recording of the actual build itself. I wanna get straight to gaming, and we'll test some benchmarks out and see how far we can push this processor. So let's go ahead and just get this thing started. All right, guys, so we finally got everything downloaded. Downloaded Windows, downloaded Fortnite, Overwatch, got Steam downloaded, Google Chrome, everything that you need downloaded. And I downloaded a free game called Path of Exile. Looked pretty cool. I've been wanting to get it, so I'm going to download it now. But before I do anything, I'm going to run a few benchmarks on it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and run user benchmark. Usually takes less than a minute, and then I'm going to run Nova benchmark. We're going to see what it looks like. So, again, why this... Come on, you guys. So while this thing takes its time and runs its benchmarks, I want to talk a little bit about the Ryzen 3 2200G. So I know some of you guys are on the fence about it, and there's a lot of opinions on, you know, Ryzen, especially when it comes into, you know, their more economical CPUs, right? The Ryzen 3 1200s, the Ryzen 3 2200Gs, which is only about $10 more right now than the Ryzen 3 1200. But here's the reality. When we're doing ultra budget gaming PCs, we have to think of a couple different scenarios. So first scenario is that somebody might be leaving or playing console and they're interested in getting into, you know, the PC world, right? So we have to keep in mind that a console, you know, a 4K console, let's say a Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, you know, Pro, you're looking at $400, right? So when we're looking at ultra budget game PCs, we got to stick around that price of $300 to $400 price range, and something that's going to either be at par or in some cases outperforming, you know, and that's really what we're looking for. So in terms of, you know, Ryzen 3 2200G, when we have a build that's going to hover around that $300 build, and more importantly that it's going to be future proof and we could always upgrade it, you know, we're starting off pretty good. Again, you know, you look at a game like Fortnite, right? If you're playing on high settings on an APU or Ryzen 3 2200G, we're probably going to get anywhere from, you know, 30 to 45 frames on high settings without any spikes, without any lags, and we'll test it now when we run it. When you compare that to console, you know, even though many people think that they're getting 60 frames on a PlayStation Pro, the reality is you're really not. You know, you're always getting 25, 30 frames on PlayStation or any of these console games. The only time really getting 60 frames is when you're between the cutscenes. So when you start looking at the price and the value of, okay, do I go from console or do I go to PC? And we're in that same budget price point, you're going to get a better value going to PC. One, because you're taking a leap of faith, right? And two, you're going to be able to always upgrade your PC and just start adding more to it. So going back to a $300 PC with the Ryzen 3 2200G, that's versus overclockable. You know, you could probably get it to 3.8 3.9 gigahertz, right? I really wouldn't overclock it if I didn't put it, without putting a GPU in it, but that's just my preference. And two, it's just going to be a much better option than going to console. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. All right, so we can see here we got about 43% top. Keep in mind too that we only got 8 gigs of RAM in here, and I'm pretty sure if we were to add another 8 gigs, bump it up to 16 gigs, we'll get a better overall rating. Not bad at all. It's got a gaming score of 74.8. It's suitable for 3D gaming. We're gonna run it on Nova Bench right now. We're gonna take a look to see exactly what we get over there. All right, guys. So we're gonna run the benchmarks on Nova Bench right now. It's a really good benchmark testing. I've used them in the past. I use it for my personal PC. Once we run these tests and we see what we're working with, we can go ahead and start playing some games. Just keep in mind, everybody, that we do have only 8 gigs of RAM in here. And I really should have said only 8 gigs, because 8 gigs is really sufficient enough to play the games. But we are using an APU. It's integrated graphics card inside of that processor. So I'd probably feel a little bit more comfortable. We had 16 gigs of RAM, and then we could really push it. However, for the most part, most people getting into gaming PCs are typically going to start either with 8 gigs if they're being led in the right direction. Hopefully they're not getting only 4 gigs of RAM like you see a lot of people on eBay doing. They're just getting like really ripped off, DDR3 RAM and all these other old parts that they're buying for $300 for a pre-built. Just keep in mind, all these parts that we have are going to be all 100% brand new. I'm going to put all the links in Amazon, from Amazon and from Newegg in the description below. But just keep in mind, again, we're at a $300 PC, so if we can get over 25 frames on high settings, I'm going to be super, super ecstatic, because that means that if we take it from 8 gigs to 16 gigs, we're going to see a lot more, obviously, better performance. And in the future, if we decide we want to throw in maybe an RX 560, or for literally $29 more, we could put an RX 570 in there, then we'll actually probably see it go from 25 or 30 to 70 and 80 frames, and that's going to be a huge improvement. And again, most people get into PC gaming, they start off low and they start building up, especially if they're looking for ultra budget. So we got the bench scores finished up here. It's running at 3.67 gigahertz, which is pretty good. I like it. CPU score 571, RAM score 217. Again, it's only 8 gigs. GPU score 307, disk space 29. So I mean, we'll take it for what it is. Let's go ahead and play a couple games, and I've also got MSI Afterburner and Riva Statistics installed as well, and we'll just see it live as we go. So I'm not dissatisfied. I'll take the Nova score. It's 1124. We'll take it. Some of his predecessors or some of the older processors are getting a lot less scores, especially some of those AMD older processors. Back in the DDR3 era, are scoring around the 800 mark. And literally for $40 more, you're getting a much better PC, I would say. You could always upgrade in the future. So let's go ahead and get straight into gaming. Yeah, we're getting a solid 66 frames on this, man. This is really good for a Ryzen 3 2020. Let's get into battle and take a look at it. See you, kid. 50 frames, 55 frames. I like it, man. There's no stuttering, no lags, no issues, man. I didn't mean to bust that. Oh, they got me. That was nice. Super nice. believe he got me. I was saying him with everything. Alright guys, I just downloaded this game called Path of Exile and it looks super cool. I don't know who I'm gonna be. I don't even know who these people are. Don't want to be the badass. Is this like Zeus? This dude looks like he's got a little sword. He's just... You guys remember the movie 300? The big guy with the big the hammer looking? That looks like him. But I think I'm just gonna be this guy. Looks like a wannabe Jedi. We'll find out. Obi-Wan. That's the name. Oh, of course it does. There we go. We named him Obi-Wan, my homie. What a name. It says you were born to be swift and strong. What did you do with your gifts, duelist? You squandered them on self-indulgence. Sin has led you here. Oh, well, I guess not. We'll read it some other time. Yeah, this game looks pretty cool. You can earn a personal hideout by completing a certain quest for Hell in Act 2. Okay. I want my own hideout. Homie want his own hideout. I can't believe my guy's name is Obi-Wan. I'm gonna help this guy out too. You and I, we're the only ones that made it to shore alive anyway. Looks like you found something you can defend yourself with. Good. This place is crawling with criminals. There's smoke rising just east of here. Could be worth checking. If there's what? Oh no. Oh, let's get him. I'll take that. Alright, check this out. I can't go this way? Come around now? Alright. The graphics in this game is pretty good. Man, we're getting solid 41, 45 frames. Why is it not letting me get out here? Do I need something else from this guy? Alright. There's gotta be a way out of here. There we go. Oh, more enemies. Hold that. I like that name better than Obi-Wan. Oh, there's some creepy crawlers. This is a good game so far. I like it. 50 frames too. Solid. Bet you on League of Legends we'll get more than that. For those of you League of Legends players out there. Is there anything else I can take from here? I mean, I need to find some things. It's like walking zombies. What? They got me? I don't know how. Something ain't right about that. My homie won. You can't be going down like that, bro. Yo, for being a free game, it's pretty legit. I'll take it. What we got here? Covers life. I want a bigger sword, man. We can't get a bigger sword. Can't find like bow and arrow or something, you know? Run into Link out here while we're at it. This will be the spot. check this barrel out. Anything good? No, not really. We're running into a bunch of people out here. No, put your hands down. Ooh. Another barrel. You saw that? I just went Super Saiyan on him. So we're getting 53 frames, 50 frames per second, man. I'll take it. Solid choice. Guys, for being a free game, if you guys want a pretty cool free game, man, this is the one you got to download, man. Believe it. You got to believe it. I'm probably going to beat this game sometime the next few days. Hopefully I'll keep playing it. Whoa, I ran into a boss. Oh, this is the guy from 300, no doubt. This is him. Oh my God, this is Xerxes. He ain't about that life. Oh, you think he's strong, man? He is a strong man. Alright, there goes my health. Yeah, this is the guy from Troy. You guys remember that movie, Troy? The big guy? Oh, he brought out a sword too? Come on, we'll fight it out. I'm Achilles in this game. They don't even know me. Dude, this dude's big. See you, kid. I'll take your spike. I'll take your corroded blades. Your sword. Thank you. I declare this my land. Alright, let's keep moving. We just took out a boss right there, boys. Yes! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop it right there. Alright, guys, let's test some Fortnite out. I'm going to leave everything on high. Unlimited just to see the frames. I'll have FPS on this corner, but you'll be able to see it with the MSI Afterburner here as well. So let's go ahead and try it out. We'll see. So I'm going to plug in my controller here because, again, you know, I'm like a Fortnite noob when it comes to keyboard and mouse, so I play with the controller. But let's play a few games. Let's see what we get. So right now we're playing on high settings, high across the board. I'm sure if we mess with it, we can, you know, probably get some better frames. But again, if I can get 25, 30 frames on high settings, on everything high settings on Fortnite, I'm going to be happy. Because I'm sure if we drop it down to medium and a few highs, and we'll be able to get better results from it. So, and also, you plug in going back to, you plug in a graphics card in the future, you're going to get a lot more frames as it is. So let's test it out. Let's see if we get any lags or any spikes or any issues. I don't think we will, but let's jump right into it. Go to my favorite spot, Lucky Landing. See if I get lucky with some loot. As we're gliding in, getting a solid 26 frames, a little bit of lag spike there, but definitely not unplayable. Graphics look good. Just a little bit of spikes and lags coming in, but it's not too bad. Not unplayable. Let's start busting up some buildings, get into a battle.
So we're playing everything on medium, 1280, 720. Definitely jumped up about 25 frames here. We got 50 frames, 55 frames from the 25 and 28 we were getting on high, but we'll see how it plays. I mean, to be honest, I didn't mind it so much. You know, getting 28 to 30 frames on high settings, you know, it's perfectly fine. You know, I'd rather play that than play medium settings at, 50 frames or whatnot. It just looks better. But that's just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to it, That's just me giving my 2 cents. It wasn't as laggy either. But we'll take a look at it. Take a gander. Yeah, so we're definitely getting, 67, 65 frames now. God knows I'm gonna need those. There we go. A little more confident now. settings getting anywhere from 25 to maybe 35 frames. And medium settings getting anywhere from like 45 to 60 frames. But again, you know, on this with this processor, I'd probably stick to the high settings. Just, you know, play it at 30 frames because it was a little bit smoother, a lot better graphics, and just, you know, overall better gameplay. I'm gonna test one more game out. We'll check it out. We'll see. What's up, everybody? So I know this is like super random, right? Just like a huge fast forward. I was doing this PC at night and it's during the day. But the craziest thing actually happened. So if you guys know, the way I do these PCs is I'll build them, right? And then I'll sell them for around what it cost to make, and, you know, maybe a little bit more depending on what I want to build next. And then, you know, that's how I continue to build these PCs and keep, you know, putting up videos on the channel. So yesterday, as I'm testing the PC out, I actually put it on a couple of the sites that I sell it on. And I've sold a PC fast, but I've never sold one as fast as this one. So it actually sold in about 6 minutes from me posting it. I mean, it was just almost instantaneously. And I'm actually on the way right now to meet this person who wants to buy the PC. So I'm just gonna record it just in case, you know, because you never know. You really don't want to meet up with people. I always record them anyways, but I thought this would be pretty cool to actually include in the video. Just because. So I'll start up again when I get to where I'm meeting him. I'm actually gonna meet him at a McDonald's, and yeah, so I'll catch you guys in a little bit. All right, so I'm actually about to pull up to the place I'm going to meet him at, and I'm actually gonna just leave it running just in case, you know. So something happens, you guys, you know, you get to watch. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure everything's gonna be okay. I mean, I live in like a really cool place where everybody is just typically pretty awesome. So, but other than that, you can never be too safe, right? So that's why I always meet up in a really public place, super public place, and where there's a lot of traffic, and I just try to be as safe as possible because you just never know, you know, what to expect. So let me see if this guy's here, and then I'll start it back up. I think there's the guy right here. Yeah, all right, cool. What's up, man?
How are you?
You're good, man. How you doing? Nice, man. Pleasure to meet you here. Give me a roll with it, just in case it doesn't lock. All right. Look here. This is the keyboard and mouse. It was actually pretty cool, man. I actually liked it a lot. It was I've used I've bought from the company before, but this is a new one. Yeah, the colors are really cool. Here you go. Yeah, it's a pretty cool. I think I'm gonna buy an extra one just to have one, you know. And then here's a PC here. Let's give a thank you card. This is the power cord, and then I'll open it if you want to take a look at it now. See, you just want to pull down on that box there. All right. So I used everything in gray, and it played really, really good. I had a good time with it, man. So you can see inside here. I don't know. I always leave it because I always like taking the little plastic piece off and stuff. You know, it's a good PC. Especially when the way I built it, man. The V450 is really neat because you can overclock with it, and it's an AM4 chipset, so it's future-proof. So if you case one day in the future you want to say, you know what, I want to throw in a 1070 or 1060 graphics card, you can put it in there too. And you go up to Ryzen 7s. For AM4 chipset, so it's really, really neat. I like to use those because they're future-proof. AMD's doing some incredible stuff with their chipsets, and Ryzen's just kicking Team Blue's ass right now, you know. You play? Cool, man. So you'll see actually. I'll finish the video. You'll actually watch it pop up today on the scanner. Yeah.
Pretty cool. I like it.
All right, all set. All right, brother. It was a pleasure, man. Enjoy your new PC. Yeah. If you have any questions, you can just shoot me, you know, a DM, and I'll help you out. All right. So that was super fast because the guy's like, yeah,
I'm here. What are you wearing? I'm like, I'm in a Jeep. He's and he's like, a white one. I'm like, no, a gray one. And there's no other Jeep in the parking lot. So it's it turns out it's like I call him just to see, and he's like, yeah, I'll be there in 2 minutes. So I was a little bit strange, but other than that, I mean, it was pretty quick. It was the fastest I've ever sold a PC before. It sold in 7 minutes. So I listed it for a really ridiculous price. So I'm pretty sure, he saw the value in that, and I'm really happy for him because he's going to get himself a really nice gaming PC that he can upgrade, and it's definitely future proof. So it's I don't have a PC anymore to put on and show you guys, right? But luckily last night, when he told me he wanted to buy it, I actually just I tested all the games out, right? I got to run 2 benchmarks. So I ran user bench, which you'll see in the video if you've already saw it. I don't know, I'm going to put it before or after this. And then I ran Nova bench too. So I wanted to run a few more, but it was, from what I got and what I gathered from it, it was really good. I've already built with these before too. So it's going to be a good PC. He's definitely going to enjoy it, and it's something you can add on to it. So I'll catch you guys back in the video.